When done properly, the internet, screens, and particularly social media can provide 5 essential elements of adolescent well-being: a sense of control over one's environment, individuation, self-expression, a connection to others, and acceptance. And then there is the abyss. Welcome to App-Propriate, a podcast designed to give you a little taste into the positives and negatives of the most popular social media apps, so that you and your most importants can make more informed, healthy, and safer choices when it comes to interacting through your screens. I'm your host, Joe Langford. Note that I said safer, not safe. Interacting through screens with other humans contains a degree of natural risk, just like real life. And I believe that education leads to empowerment, and I hope this information helps add a degree of safety, social responsibility, and good digital citizenship to your social networking and the conversations you have about it with your family. Today's episode is about Badoo. Badoo falls into the dating/hookup app category, as it is a social media platform with a stated focus on dating. What it really is a hookup app, designed like a dating app, but marketed as social networking. And it's a cousin to Blender, the topic of last week's episode. Badoo rose to fame through Facebook quizzes and games before finally becoming its own standalone service in 2012. It's simple, user-friendly, and has been growing in popularity as both a website and a mobile app for iOS and Android devices. Its layout is similar to typical social media sites like Facebook, though the interface vibe feels much closer to Tinder. Users can register accounts using Facebook authentication or an email address. They're then asked to provide their name, birth date, location, and gender. Profiles are then verified via an oddly complex photo verification process to ensure that a user's profile pictures are actual pictures of the actual users. For example, Badoo gives you a sample image of a person in a specific pose, and then you have to take a picture of yourself in that same pose to submit it. Unverified accounts can still be active on Badoo, though they have really limited options and abilities and won't have a little blue verification checkmark next to their profile. Like most dating apps, users are asked to indicate whether they're looking for friendship, dates, or just chat, and then you're good to go. The profile design for Badoo is strange. Unlike some dating sites where users can either fill out a questionnaire or a test of some kind, or others where you can write a personalized profile pitch for yourself, on Badoo, users check their interests from a huge list. This lack of customization gives the whole scene an air of sex over substance and makes the app look like less of a true dating app and more like the hookup app that I think it is. User pictures and profiles are public by default, and at least one picture is required for basic actions and features, such as purchasing credits, playing community games, and other things that boost your popularity on the app. One of the games that Badoo uses to search for matches is called Badoo Encounters. The encounter feature shares DNA with Tinder's swiping, though instead of swiping left or right, users either tap a heart icon or an X next to the profile pile that's offered. Encounters is the primary way that users seek and find potential new friends or romantic partners. A match is created when two users heart each other's profiles, and once that match is made, the users can then begin chatting. The People Nearby feature allows users to find and connect with others near them using a location-based tracking. Users can filter search parameters by age, gender, distance, and desire in terms of what they're looking for: a friend, a chat, or a date. Despite the name, People Nearby isn't limited to searching for people close to your location. Through searches, users can focus on people in other cities or states. Once a new user has uploaded at least one photo, then they have the ability to direct message other Badoo users. And you can receive messages via an inbox at Badoo, which is connected to your account. And there you can receive instant messages from other Badoo users. One interesting feature is that Badoo restricts members to only being allowed to send 2 messages to people they haven't matched with. The other person has to reply to the messages before any more than that can be sent. There is also a visitors feature that allows users to see who's viewed their profile. Users can both favorite other members and profiles they've had positive interactions with by clicking on a star icon on their profile, and can block the ones that they don't. Blocking other users keeps the blocked party from contacting you, and it will also prevent you from seeing each other through the Encounters feature or other search functions. Badoo definitely and clearly leans casual and hookup, and is not well designed for anybody seeking actual intimate relationships. It puts a lot more attention and weight on users' photos and appearance, and notably less on personalities and substance. Badoo doesn't have an age listed on its site, only the typical agree to the terms of service link that both adults and kids tend to push without reading or even pausing. The terms of use do clearly state that Badoo is not for teens, and states that photos of anyone who is not an adult can't be posted, though I have definitely talked with teens who have created profiles, and since you have to have a picture to participate in the app in an active way, ... But still, there are several reasons why this app is not appropriate for teenagers. Badoo has a profile scoring system and encourages users to maintain as high a score as possible. The higher the score, the more visibility your profile gets. The Badoo site states that one's popularity score is, quote, calculated daily based on your new visitors, new matches, and the amount of people who like your profile, unquote. Users can purchase popularity boosts through a handful of ways, including showing up in more encounter searches by purchasing Badoo's premium membership, signaling everyone currently online that you're ready for an in-app chat, having your profile heightened as a featured user, which means that it'll show up in the bottom right-hand corner of other people's profile pages by paying credits, and or a feature called Rise Up, which puts your profile at the top of search results for people in your area, and when you're in first place, you get more views and more messages. Badoo itself is free, but there are several options for paid subscriptions and other in-app purchases. In fact, it appears that it would be difficult to accomplish anything with the app without spending some funds. And users' locations are identified by tracking their devices' locations and then matching the profiles and pictures of people the users can contact within their surrounding area. And with the People Nearby feature, even users who put their locations on private can still be searchable on this app. Bottom line, Badoo is an app for online dating-style social networking and is, as such, designed for adults. Not that there's anything wrong with hookup apps, but hookup apps are for grown-ups, period. It's important to discuss dating apps with our kids. Online dating is legitimate. It's creative, commonplace, exciting, and exhausting. And in this day and age, people are officially more likely to ask and be asked out via a screen than they are in real life. And in my books, I say online dating should be called online meeting. It's a great way to make connection, but not for actively connecting. It's great for speed and volume, but not always substance or actually getting to know another person. Dating apps are a great way to meet interesting people, but they are typically designed for adults. They're more varsity-level social networking and can be dangerous when teens use them. They can easily put you in potentially vulnerable situations with people you know nothing about and who may not be connected to any of your friends, family, or anyone else you know. With any social networking app, teens should also know how to block people who are being gross and inappropriate, should be especially cautious when someone attempts to turn a conversation sexual, especially if there's nothing sexual about the app, and should never ever make physical contact with anyone they meet online without the permission and knowledge of their parents. Thank you for listening. I'm Joe Langford. I'm a therapist, a sex and tech educator, and a dad, and I specialize in helping families navigate that intersection of adolescence, sexuality, technology, and behavior. More information about me and my work to promote healthy, positive, and safer sexual and social behavior, both online and off, can be found at my website, beheroes.net.
The advice presented in this podcast is a form of education and is intended to provide general information about common, though broad, topics that impact underage people. Specific circumstances and facts may make said advice unsuitable and/or other actions necessary for individuals. This podcast is meant to be an adjunct, not a replacement, for IRL experience, professional advice, and good old-fashioned common sense. In addition, much of the information included here can and most likely will change with time, culture, and the rapid development of technology. BeHeroes.net does not seek nor accept any monetary gain or financial support from any social media platform mentioned. BeHeroes.net is committed to providing quality consulting, coaching, product, speaker, and contracted therapeutic services, advocacy, and resources to clients, visitors, customers, colleagues, and fans. Appropriate is produced by BeHeroes.net.